morning. Welcome to CGTN Live. We're here at the Grand Buddha Hall of Famen Temple in northwest of China's Shanxi province, about 120 kilometers west of Xi'an, which is well known for the terracotta warriors. And here today we are doing live to show you a special Buddhist ritual ceremony to mark the 30th anniversary of the recovery of the Buddha relics of Sakyamuni. And we are now to see the relic, and of course you can also see the people who come here to worship. And join me now is Master Xian from the Beijing Longquan Monastery. Thank you for joining us. What are we going to expect now? What are they going to expect here?
Yeah, good morning everyone. Amitabha. I think we can expect the Dhamma Assembly on praying for the global peace and paying for the respect to the Buddha's figure relics. So I think that's one of the main parts of the celebration for the 30th anniversary of the recovery of the Buddha figure relics in Famen Temple.
Well, certainly this celebration starts actually from 9 o'clock, and we had the religious rituals and followed by speeches from different Buddhists from around the world and officials from the China Buddhist Affairs Bureau. And now we are worshiping the relics. I would like to talk more about the relics. Tell us how many relics we have in the Famen Temple.
Yeah, actually that's only one Buddha figure relic in Famen Temple. But we actually there are another three relics we call duplicate relics or shadow relics, because it's made of two of the others made of white jade, and the third one is from a monk. So I think the road for the the road for the duplicate relics is to protect Buddha figure relics, I think.
Well, as we can see, there's so many people here. I think it's a rare chance for the Buddhists to see the relic, to cultivate their Buddhist virtues, and also for the ordinary people and the visitors to touch upon the Buddhist culture in China. Tell us how important is the relics? How important is the relics in the eyes of Buddhists?
Yeah, in the Buddhist eyes, actually, Buddhists think Buddha have measureless merits and virtues, and one of the good qualities of Buddha's body is the Buddha's relics is the true body of Buddha. So that's an important thing to us to understand why the believers to worship. Okay, so I want to share a short paragraph of the scripture. Okay,
what is it?
Yeah. Okay. One so worthy of worship, your right hand, adorned with the sign of the wheel, makes the gesture of relief to people terrified by the cyclic existence.
Okay. I think I need to briefly tell our viewers about some of the background about Famen temples and the Buddhist relics. As far as I know, Famen Temple has a very unique position in the history of Chinese Buddhism, mainly because it is housed for a rare Buddhist treasure. And there is a sanctum underground, and it was unearthed and found the underground palace with more than 2,000 finest artifacts along with the relic. And 30 years ago, the Famen Temple becomes world attention is because the underground palace was unearthed and the relics was found. And ever since, Famen Temple becomes a holy place of Buddhism. And these relics become a bond linking Chinese Buddhists and the Buddhists from around the world. So I'd like to say how important is the Buddha's relics to the temple, especially in the roles it plays in communicating with the other Buddhists around the world.
Yes. you know, the relic to be escorted to Thailand, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and South Korea, respectively in 1994, 2002, 2004, and 2005, for the people to pay the homage to the Buddha figure relics. Yeah.
We know that in very ancient times, Buddha relics inspection and the welcoming ceremony can only happen every 30 years, like in the Tang Dynasty. Could you tell us more about how important it is? What was that signify back then?
Yeah, according to the historical record, when every 30 years the pagoda was opened, and the plentiful harvest and social harmony followed. War ceased, and the country became prosperous. People live at peace, and the weather was favorable.
So in ancient times, worshipping the relics really symbolizes harmony and peace. So I really think today's ceremony of the 30 years anniversary of the recovery of the Buddha relics bears very significance to modern day. Thank you very much. I'd like to let you to make some concluding remarks for this. And how would you feel about worshipping the relics now?
Yeah, in Buddhism, there are three jewels: Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. The Dharma is not created by Buddha, but found by Buddha. So if no Buddha, we cannot know the Dharma. But meanwhile, if no Sangha, we cannot understand the Dharma. So that's the reason why the Buddhists should to pay the homage to take the refuge to three jewels at the meantime. So I think today, through the ceremony, we can experience the merits and virtues of the three jewels. So I think it is very significant, highly significant to us.
Okay, thank you very much for your participation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Amitabha. Okay, I would also like to share with our viewers some of the key facts of Buddhism relating to these relics. Okay, relics, the Buddhism, which is also called sarira, is the remains from the cremation of a Buddha, are regarded as the treasured Buddhist relics. And in Buddhism, seeing the relics is like seeing the Buddha himself. And worshipping the Buddha's relics is to follow the Buddha's teachings and doctrines. And this finger bone relics concealed in a golden pagoda-shaped container, and is rising from the underground spectrum. And this relics was found underground palace of the Famen Temple 30 years ago, and it was here become its new home after 2009. And we are now bringing you live about a special Buddhist ceremony to worship the 30th anniversary of the recovery of the Buddha relics. We'll take a short break and we'll get back to you. You're watching CGTN Live, brought to you live from Famen Temple of Northwest China's Shanxi province. Here, a very special Buddhist ceremony is being held to mark the 30th anniversary of the recovery of the Buddha relics from Sakyamuni. And joining me now is Bhikkhu Mali. He is the president of All Nepal Bhikkhu Association. Thank you. You've just participated in this ceremony. How would you feel now?
I'm very much grateful to the management committee invited me from Nepal as chairperson of Nepal Buddhist Association and also Bhikkhu Association. Actually, it's very precious moment for us. And also for a long time, the Buddha relic was hidden in China. Actually, it was sent by King Ashoka when he sent the Dhammadutta mission. But it was hidden for 900 years, and after that Tang dynasty, they opened it for the public, and every 30 years they had the ceremony and gifted, and they shower the gifts, gold and lot of jades and ornaments. But even though after some time, after their rain fell down, again it was hidden.
I know in China we have three well-known Buddhist relics. One is here, and the other one is from Beijing's Lingguang Temple. It's the tooth relics. Another one is the headbone relics in Nanjing's Chicha Mountain. And from the Buddhist eyes, how important is the relics?
It's very rare. In whole world, we have never seen the finger bone relic in any part of the world, except in China. So it's very important for us Buddhists.
Because later we got to show our viewers a close-up about the relics. They're waiting, so we need to do it very quickly. So how important do you think is kind of exchanges between the Chinese Buddhists and the Buddhists from other countries, someone like you?
It's very important because China has a lot of, World Heritage sites. So it should be explored to the world. At the same time, we can send the Buddhist message from the China. Now you have got the lot of reason to do that. One Belt, One Road system, and also Silk Road, and also Buddhism was introduced here by Xuanchang. He went to China and got all the Buddhist texts and also brought a lot of Buddhist relics. So it's important to explore.
Okay. I have a last question to you. China is now seems to be, although Buddhism, as you said, has been introduced to China from India some 2,000 years ago, but now China seems to become a center of Buddhism. It has the greatest number of Buddhists in the world. And what is your wish for China to play the role in the future?
No, the Chinese Buddhists are playing good role now. Even though they have studied in India and in Nepal, they have brought the Buddhist artists here to show to make the Buddhist statues and culture here. But now the Buddhist culture from China is important to send to others. Then it will be a good center for the world. Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is Mr. Bhikkhu Mati, and he is the president of All Nepal Bhikkhu Association. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Okay. I'm trying to take you to get a close-up look about the Buddha's relics. Come with me. As you can see, there are too many people here. A lot of them has been waiting here for a long time, just waiting for this occasion to see it, because for the ordinary people, some of them, they believe in Buddhism because they pray, and Buddhism has already become a part of Chinese culture. Buddhism is deep-rooted in the Chinese culture. Although Buddhism is introduced in the other countries, but as China, countries its rise, I think its influence is rise, and Buddhism will play a bigger role. And many are hoping that Chinese Buddhism will go to the world even further. As you can see, there are too many people here waiting to see the Buddha relic, because this is a very rare occasion. And today's ceremony is mainly focused and based on the Buddhist rituals. And then people believe that seeing the Buddha's relics will bring good luck and harmony. I think we have to stop here for a while. And thank you so much for watching this program. And you are now watching CGTN live, brought to you from Famen Temple. And thanks very much for watching.